Good morning to you all. Welcome to our virtual class. So our today's lesson is the progression of the empire. That in the last lesson that we have learned about the after a battle of Panipat. There is a huge loss of the Maratha Empire. There is a huge loss of Maratha Empire. What's the that whole generation get died? Whole generation get died in a third battle of Panipat. But then too, some Marathas, They were struggling to bring back the image of the Maratha Empire. So that we have learned. But who are that? Who are that? We are going to learn about it. Then, students, see. Here, the first family is the Holkars of Indore. Holkars of Indore. So basically, this family, Holkars, they are from the Mawal region, and Mawal region it is in the Madhya Pradesh. This and the Mallara Holkar, he was the founder of the Holkars. Mallara Holkar was the founder of the Holkars, and even he served, means he did lots of things for the Maratha states. Means he wanted to expand. He wanted to expand. He wanted to bring the image of the Maratha Empire back. Then Mallara Holkar was very good. He was very good in a Mallara Holkar was very good in a guerrilla warfare. Means in a war they use the guerrilla technique, just like how we have learned that Maharani Tarabai used the guerrilla technique. In the same way, the Mallara Holkar is very good in a guerrilla technique, and even he has proved with his valor, with his strength. And Mallara Holkar was in the time of the Bajirao I, that we have learned, the son of the Balaji Vishwanath. Mallara Holkar was in that time. Okay, and then Nana Sahib Peshwa, not only along with the Bajirao I, he was worked with the Marathas when there was a Mallara Bajirao I and Nana Sahib Peshwa. Then he was instrumental. He was amazing. He was amazing for the establishment of Maratha supremacy in Malwa region and in Rajputana region. In these two places, the Mallara established Maratha supremacy in a very powerful way. With the help of the with the help of the Peshwa Madhavrao, Maratha prestige started to improve in the north part of our India, because after the battle of Panipat, the image or the prestige of Maratha started to decline, but the Mallara Holkar started to improve that image in the north part of the India. Then Ahilyabai Holkar. Ahilyabai Holkar is the daughter-in-law of the Mallara Holkar and the wife of Khanderao. But the Khanderao get died in the battle of Kumbheri, when there was a battle in the Kumbheri in between the foreign attacks. At that battle, Khanderao lost his life. Then after few days, Mallara Holkar was also passed away. Then all the responsibility was in the shoulder of the Ahilyabai Holkar. And the Ahilyabai Holkar was capable and excellent administrator. that he was very nicely handled the Maratha Empire and started to bring the empire, prestige of the Maratha Empire again. And she made new laws for the agriculture, revenue collection, and even she also personally interfere the administration or the judgmental work of the Malwa region. Not only she made new laws of agricultural sales, revenue collection, even she's trying to bring all the land. She tries to bring all the land in cultivation and digging wells for farmers, and she's promoting for the trade and industries, and even she built a lakes and a water tanks, and even she also built various temples. Here you can see the pictures. This temples get built by the Ahilyabai Holkar. She built the temples, ghats, mosques, dharmashala. Okay, she built that in a pilgrimage, in the place of pilgrimage, in all four corner of our India, so that her efforts was so important for the development of the culture, because what she did, she built a temple, she built a ghats, mosques, and she collected revenue. She also started to dig a wells. Means she also started to give the preference for the cultural development. Then she also looked, that already we discussed, personally she looked the judicial system of the state, and she was very kind, and she was very kind. She's not just like other kings. She never harassed the people. She was very kind, and she loved to read a book. She was fond of books, and she ruled at Indore for 28 years, and she's trying to bring the prestige of Maratha. She's trying to bring the prestige of Maratha back in the north part of India. Then Yashwantrao Holkar, after the Ahilyabai Holkar, Yashwantrao Holkar also tried to save Maratha kingdom when it was on the path of the declination. It means that the Mallarao, the founder of the Holkar rule, was Mallarao Holkar. Then after the death of the Khanderao in the battle of the Kumbheri, the administration work is done by the Ahilyabai Holkar, and she did a lots of things for the betterment of the people, and even she also tried to maintain a cultural heritage amongst the people. Then our next, after the Holkar family, there was a family of the Nagpur. Okay, so that Parsoji gives a Jagir of Varad. Varad is the name of the place. Gondwan is the name of the place. So they gives the Jagirs at the time of the Shahu Maharaj. So that among these Bhosles of Nagpur, Raghuji Bhosle, he was the bravest and capital Sardar of the Maratha Empire. And he tried to bring the area surrounding the Tiruchirappalli, Arcot, and the other part of the south under the Maratha dominance. Then Shahu Maharaj had assigned him who? The Raghoji Bhosle. He assigned the Raghoji Bhosle for Chothai right of the Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. And even he also tried to bring the Maratha dominance Maratha dominance under their control. So that the Bhosles of Nagpur, they won the territory of Odisha from the Ali Vardi Khan. Ali Vardi Khan. The Raghoji Bhosle took the Odisha territory from the hands of the Ali Vardi. Then, we are going to learn about the Shindes of Gwalior. We are going to learn about the Shindes of Gwalior. That Bajirao one, that we have the clear idea about that the Bajirao one was the capable Sardar of the Maratha Empire, so that all this capability get judged by the Ranoji Shinde and Ranoji Shinde. Then after that, Ranoji Shinde was a Sardar in the north part of India. Then after the Ranoji's death, Jayappa, the Jayappa Shinde, Dattaji Shinde, and Mahatji Shinde, who after the death of the Ranoji Shinde, after the death of the Ranoji Shinde, Jayappa Shinde, Dattoji Shinde, and Mahaji Shinde, they are capable. They are capable Sardar of the Maratha Empire. And even they have shown their valor also, even they have shown their strength also. And then later on, Peshwa Madhavrao. Peshwa Madhavrao got the title of Mahaji. So why? Because the Mahaji was very brave and astute statesman. Astute, yes, astute means what? That they are capable. They are capable to do the work. That is a statesman. And even Mahaji, they have re-established the prestige of the Maratha supremacy after the third battle of Panipat. And then Mahaji Shinde realized that the guerrilla technique is not successful in the north part of the India. So that he started to give the war education, a foreign war education, new and modern education with the help of the French military expert, and name of that French military expert was J. Boygan. That's there, Boygan. From this French military expert, Mahaji Shinde gives training to the soldiers of the Maratha Empire. And with the help of this, the Maratha Empire can fought successfully, and they can bring the region of the Rohilas, Jats, Rajputas, and Bundelas in their control. And then again, British, they started to take interest in the politics of Delhi. They started to take interest in the politics of Delhi. So when the Marathas started to feel, why the Britishers feel that the Marathas are weak after the Battle of Panipat. So that's why they started to take interest in the Battle of Panipat. They started to take an interest in the politics of Delhi, because they were realizing, they started to feel now the Maratha Empire becomes so weak. So that's why Maratha Empire started to manage Diwani rights of the Bengal province, and even Britishers wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. In these circumstances, Mahaji Shinde defeated the British. Why? Because we make a treaty with the Mughal Emperor that we are going to defend them with a foreign attack. So now the Britishers started to capture the Delhi. So that's why Mahaji Shinde defeated the British, and again that emperor is seated on the throne of Delhi. With this valor, the Mahaji Shinde get a title Vakile Mujlak. Vakile mutlaq means that the chief agent of the emperor. It means that he had authority of a civil and military right. Then the Mahaji Shinde, they accepted a position, they accepted the reward from a minor Peshwa, Savai Madhav Rao. Yes, dear, British captured the Delhi from the emperor, but the we Britishers goes, we goes there, means the Marathas goes there and they fought with the Britishers and we take back Delhi from the Britishers. Okay, we miss the Maratha even so that Mahaji Shinde got the place reward from the minor Peshwa Savai Madhav Rao. So due to these, Marathas gained full control of the empire, so that it is very difficult to save the, because the empire, because the Maratha empire started to decline, so it is very difficult to come back to that position. So with this strong determination, Mahaji Shinde started to look after the Delhi affairs in between 1784 to 1794 CE. Then the hair. Hair means what? After the death of the Najib Khan, the heirs of Najib Khan. Even Najib Khan is only responsible for the third battle of Panipat, and they were still trying to make and planning how they are going to defeat the Marathas. So they are against Marathas in Rohilkhand. So the Najib's grandson Ghulam Qadir, he captured the Red Fort and started to torture the emperor who was living on the Red Fort. Then, and even not only torture, he started to get all the wealth of the empire and started to take the wife's wealth also. So that under these circumstances, Mahaji Shinde attacked on them. And now he defeated the Qadir Khan, and after defeating, he take all the wealth back and given to the emperor again. Then so with the help of this battle, we are trying to cover, even we are Mahaji recover the Maratha prestige which they have lost after the Battle of Panipat. Due to the family, means after the family, because see, in a one family, if one is a king, other also wanted to be a king. In the same way, it happens in a Maratha supremacy, so that the Raghunath Rao, he took the help of the Britishers because he knew that the Britishers are going to help him to become a next Peshwa of the Maratha Empire. So in this way, what happened? The Britishers started to support the Raghunath Rao, so that the other people, the Marathas, they were not ready to accept. Is that so? There is a conflict in between the Marathas and the British. So if the conflict gets started, after that conflict started, means there is a conflict in between two powerful power. Okay. After that, this conflict, the Britishers had decided that they are going to rule all over India because the Raghunath Rao gone to Britishers to take the help because he wanted to become a Peshwa. But again, the conflict arises. So after that conflict, Britishers, they decided that they will who will win the war, that people is going to rule all over the India. And they have decided that Britishers is going to rule all over the India. Then from Mumbai, British marched on Maratha via Borghat. Via Borghat, they reached to Mumbai and attacked on British. Then the Maratha army gathered under the leadership of the Mahatma Shinde, and Maratha blocked the sorry, Maratha blocked the this one supply of food grains to the British by using a guerrilla technique. But the armies of the Maratha and Britishers, they have come in front of them at Vadgaon. And Vadgaon, it is a village or the area which is on the way of the Pune Mumbai X road. So that on that Vadgaon battle, Britishers defeated the Maratha. After that defeated, all the force surrender the custody of the Raghunath Rao to the Marathas. See, when we have a battle with the Mahatma Shinde, at that time we won. At that time we won with the Britishers. But in a second battle, when the Britishers marched on Marathas via Borghat, then later on they have a war in Vadgaon. There they won and they surrendered. Were forced, and even Britishers, they were forced to surrender the custody of the Raghunath Rao. Even, see, what I am trying to say that, see, we have defeated with the Britishers so many times, and even we have defeated in this battle. See, the battle in the Vadgaon, I'm just taking my words back. In the battle of Vadgaon, British were defeated. British were defeated, and whatever the force they have, they are going to surrender in the custody of the Raghunath Rao. And we are aware about it. See, we have a battle where we have a battle at with for the throne of Delhi. We have a battle of Britishers and Mahatma Shinde. There Britishers get defeated. Then we have a battle with the Britishers at Vadgaon. There also Britishers get defeated. See how the Marathas are powerful. The Marathas are so powerful that we have defeated the Britishers. We have defeated the Britishers twice. And we have aware about it that British uh, was under Maratha control till 1803, when we note that Britishers conquered India after, see, the Britishers conquered India only after defeating the Marathas. Before that, the Britishers were not have a power to control all over India. They have to defeat the Marathas. Okay, so from this we come to know that how the Mahatma Shinde's ruler was there his achievement that the Britishers couldn't control over the all over India. Then later on, Mahatma Shinde died at Vanavri, which is in Pune, and there, see, this is the memorial. This is the memorial built for the Mahatma Shinde. It is and Mahatma Shinde died at Vanavri. It's a place in Pune. Then, like the other Shinde, we have learned about the Shindes, Holkars, and Bhosles. Along with that, there are others. There are other also families, noteworthy families. They have done work for the Maratha Empire. That we have aware about it. That Shivaji Maharaj raised the navy. Shivaji Maharaj raised the navy, we know. And who is the head of that navy, India Swaraj Navy or the Maratha Navy? The Kanoji Angre. and who makes that navy so powerful? Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji. His son Tulaji. They makes the navy so strong. So they continue. The same is the Kanoji Angre and Tulaji Angre. They started to continue to strong the navy, and even they also contain the naval powers of the Portuguese, the British, and the Siddhi, and even they means what Kanoji Angre and Tuloji Angre. They defended the coastline of the Maratha state. Whoever the Maratha state, which is at the coastline. So these Angre families, they protect that. Then the Khanderao Dabade and his son Trimbakram, they laid the foundation of the Maratha power in Gujarat. See, Khanderao Dabade and Trimbakram, they are started to found the Maratha power in a Gujarat. But after the death of the Khanderao, his wife Umabai rooted the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad, and she rooted means he captured the fort of the Ahmedabad, and even he started to fight against the against the foreign empire. Then later on, the Gaikwad made Vadodara in Gujarat seat of their power. See the Gaikwad, they are the Marathas, and they bring the power of Gujarat in their control. Then the power of Dhar, Devas in Madhya Pradesh. They even give the uh, even the Shindes and the Holkars. They are trying to expand the Maratha Empire in this area also. Then the Maratha state started to shake, or they started to decline after the death of the Peshwa Madhavrao. But the Nana Fadanvis was a famous administrator of the Peshwa. Administrator means after in the time of the Peshwa Madara, he carry out all the work in a very beautiful way. And even he started to take interest in the affairs of the state with the help of the Mahaji, because the Mahaji Shinde was busy to expand the Maratha power in the north direction. But then at that time, Nana Fadanvis were busy. They were busy, or they engaged themselves for the administration of the Maratha Empire. Then Nana Fadanvis, they managed the affairs, whatever the work of the Maratha Empire to capture the areas of the south part of India. All this work get managed by the Nana Fadanvis. Okay, then students here, the Holkars of Indore, Bhosles of Nagpur, Shindes of Gwalior, Gaikwads of Vadodara. These family, they make a lots of things for the Maratha supremacy, and they started to expand the power of the Maratha supremacy. Who are Holkars of Indore, Bhosles of Nagpur, Shindes of Gwalior, Gaikwads of Vadodara. And even these families and even the others are also there. And even these are the strong pillars of the Maratha Empire, that we are aware about it, that without pillar, you cannot build a building. In the same way, if such kind of strong pillars are there, it means that easily we can build a power of Maratha. Even the Marathas, they are successful in the influence of the Maratha, not only in the south direction, even we have expanded our power in the south direction also. Then after the death of the Mahaji Shinde and Nana Fadanvis, the Maratha power started to decline. Then at the same time, Bajirao II. Bajirao II was the son of the Raghunath Rao. Then he became a Peshwa. But this Bajirao II didn't have any kind of the leadership qualities. So he is not capable to unite all the Maratha Sardar. Because of that, what an internal conflicts get started. At the time of the Bajirao II, the Maratha influence in the north and the south started to decline. Why? Because the Britishers replaced the Marathas. Replaced the Maratha, it means that we have a war with the Britishers and we lost that battle. See, we had a battle with the Britishers twice for the throne of Delhi and the Vadauli. Okay, Vadauli, which is in the Pune. Okay, sorry, Vadgaon, not Vadauli. It's a Vadgaon. These two battles we won, but the third battle we have at Pune. We lost that, and the British captured Pune and they hosted the Union Jack. Then in 1880, British defeated the Marathas in the Battle of Asti. And Asti, it is in Solapur. And if we lost the battle in Solapur, so that Maratha power came to an end. So this event makes a major change in the history of India. Why? Because after the Maratha, the all over country of India gets managed by Britishers. And with the help of this, the India came to a contact with the Western world. So that causes various changes in the social system and all things become, they started to push aside, various new thing has come. And the new thing has come, it means medieval period of history gets ended. Medieval period of history gets ended after defeating of Maratha with the Britishers. When the Britishers won the battle against the Britishers at the Solapur, Asti. So that battle and the Britishers started to dominate all over the country. From that period, modern period of history gets started and medieval period of history get ended. Okay, so in the 5th standard, you have learned Stone Age period of history. 6th standard, you have learned the ancient period of history. And the 7th standard, you have learned the medieval period of history. And the modern period of history, when the Britishers came, what the history was there, we are going to learn in a next standard. It means it is in 8th standard.